Hi, I'm Michael Brown, celebrity makeup artist for Avon, and we're talking trends, and one of my favourites is the bronze trend. We saw so many different types of the bronze trend on catwalks around the world. Really neutral skin, very fresh, but that bronze tone suits nearly every eye colour that's out there. Let's have a look at our new BB cream from Avon. The Beauty Balm BB cream is amazing for natural, neutral skin. I'm using my fingertip because I treat it almost more like a moisturiser that has a tint and obviously SPF as well. The slight tint almost makes it like a tinted moisturiser. You can build up the coverage as well with more of a dabbing technique. And you can definitely see it gives a nice natural light glow. A little bit different to that of a foundation. Beautiful. That's given the skin a bit more of a fresher look than sometimes a foundation can, but the beautiful ingredients and benefits of a moisturiser and protection of the SPF. So now we have the skin even, how about some contour and a little bit of colour? These beautiful bronzing pearls are amazing. Different types of bronze all mixed together. So if I get my brush and mix around all the beads, we can use that for a great blush and contour. So starting at the outer area of the face, moving down towards the mouth, under the cheekbone. Most people put blush above, which can collapse the bone. Very important to cut underneath for a great contour and structure. This tone of bronze as well isn't too dark and muddy, so you won't look like you've got two big brown stripes on the face. It still gives a beautiful fresh look. And maybe for nighttime, we can also use it above the point of the brow. Great for the temple area. By placing the shade where I am now, above the peak of the brow, we're creating a bit more receding areas here and there, which then releases the eye forward, ready for the eye makeup to be applied. Now the Mocha Latte Quad palette is amazing. It has the perfect balance between sheen and also some matte shades there as well, which is perfect for contouring, yet that bronze tone. I'm going to start with number 4, but if some of you want a more daytime look, number 2 is also matte. So you can choose between something more with depth or a little bit lighter for the day. I'm applying number 4 across the whole lid, really correcting and receding the socket area to make a more open eye effect. So I want to really create a socket look rather than a full eyeshadow for this particular effect here. So the big brush is focusing all its attention on that socket, which creates a stronger crease line in the eye. Really great for someone who suffers from a heavy lid or even some eyelid puffiness. And we should be able to see it's a little bit stronger looking on that side, which should actually open up the eye for us rather than do the opposite, which is closing it if it's too heavy around the lash. And same on the other eye, starting on the mobile lid and then focusing our attention into the socket just to get that great open eye effect. I find for any eye shape that you have, whether you're young, mature, different types of eye shape, if you focus on your eye when it's open, it gives you the natural state of the eye when you're speaking to people rather than stretching it or closing it, for example. So keep the eye looking forward, look straight into mirror at home, and just get the brush into the socket, and that will create an open eye. Perfect. So really focus all our attention on that matte shade. Either 2 or 4 is fantastic, depending whether you want light or dark. So now we've created that beautiful socket. A lot of strength in there with the number 4. As I said, number 2 is also an option, but now it's time to add a little bit more sheen to the eye to finish it off. Number 3 is perfect for that, so let's now apply that to the lid. So the mobile lid is where a lot of focus happens with light. As we move the eye around, blinking and whatnot throughout the day, this number 3 shade that I've put on, that little gold tone, can now capture the light and really finish off the whole eye makeup. So always try and keep your matte shades or the deeper shades of the palette into the socket, lash line and outer area. The shades that have a little sheen or a little bit more metallic are fantastic on the mobile part of the lid because that's the area that moves the most and catches the light. And lastly, Number 1, once again a beautiful under the brow highlighter, but I'm also going to use number 1 today in the tear duct area, inner of the eye. This really whitens and also brightens the inner corner, just in case we didn't have enough sleep last night and we're worried about our dark shadows. This will capture the light and reflect those shadows away. And for this, it's really important to use such a good pinpoint brush as we have at Avon. And the same highlighter, just a little bit under the peak of the brow, can just lift the area, especially if you're worried about the eye shape being a little bit more closed. It can definitely give a beautiful lift at the peak of the brow and blend the colours together. And you can see as she looks down, we can see the socket, the lid, and the eyebrow area, they're all becoming one rather than stripy makeup that we don't want to see. We aren't finished yet. We need the Super Drama Mascara, which is right here. Gives volume, a little bit of length, but really that daytime volume that everyone wants with a neutral look. So once again, we start at the base, and with the brush, I twist it with my wrist to really allow every part of her lash to comb through. Because of the shape of the wand, it really glides through, but I'm wanting more product at the base of the lashes to almost tilt up the tips. If I put too much on the tips, they'll weigh down and you won't get that volume that you want. Now, other side, same thing, rolling through to really create extra volume at the base of the lash. Very important to focus on the base. Now, if you want to, just for a little bit extra effort or more emphasis on the eyes, we can also just do a little bit on the bottom lash. It's really up to the individual to think what they really need. Great. And now the bronze neutral eye is complete. Looks great, opens up the eye, but it's still neutral tone, so you can wear any outfit as well, which is great. And the final step of this look is lipstick. Now with this look, you can dress up the lip colour if you want to, but today I've chosen to keep it all neutral, all balanced. So I'm using the Ultra Colour Rich Blush Nude. At my fingertip, just open the mouth, a little press is great to make sure the pigment attaches to the lip, and that creates a bit more long lasting as well. This colour is great, especially for the skin tone we have here that's a little bit warm and the blonde hair, as it gives a little bit more freshness than say a beige nude. The lipsticks are fantastic for long wear, and like I said in my lip video, the colour you see is truly the colour you get. And I think you agree, the blush nude just lifts the face a little bit extra than say a beige nude or a bronze lipstick.